25, 2025. Show your love and support to your girl Marie, and make sure to like, subscribe, and share. So this week, my Virgos, Venus moves into the sign of Leo, and then also the Earth moves into your 7th house in the sign of Pisces. So this could be a time where you could find yourself bitching and complaining about things. You tend to be like a little bit more critical or judgy of other people. So on the 25th, Venus moves into your 12th house. You can be quiet and more to yourself. You can be a bit of a recluse. You can be crushing on someone, but that's probably the extent of it. You're not doing anything about it. You're also very secretive at this time as well. Venus is also forming a kite energy with your 12th house of subconscious and self-undoing. The moon in Virgo on Monday, you're being very protective with your energy, and you're more realistic about your spending. Now, if you have the moon in Virgo in your 1st house, then this pertains to you as well. You're being protective with your energy. You're realistic with your spending. Also, this could be the start of an affair, which you prefer to keep secret. This can be a start of a relationship that others would not approve of. Love relationships can suffer. You can feel a disconnect, or something is off with your relationship, or you or your partner can be changing in the relationship emotionally here because of a disconnect, because you know you guys do not communicate your feelings and you're super secretive. So it may be very hard for you to open up to your partner with this energy here. So it can feel like, you know, boredom, or there's like a lack of connection here. So you may have to focus on your love relationship in order to make it to work. Your compassion is increased, and you may have an interest in helping the less fortunate. You could be more involved in charitable situations, or you can be more involved in volunteering your time and energy in causes and what have you. Could be more the focus during this time period. Okay, hold on, let me see. I gotta switch my pictures up. And then this is Mama. She a little girl. Benny caught her, my son caught her, and he was like, and he just like looked at me and he went, "It's time." And I was like, ugh. And he said, "If you kill this cat, we're not going to get another cat." So he thinks I killed the other one. So this is Mama. She a little baby girl. She was born in Bethel, Ohio, in my yard, somewhere in my yard. So she's very much cutie wootie. And yeah, and she really likes me too, which I'm really surprised, because she's not skittish, and she's just like I was like the first person she ran to screaming, and then she climbed on me, scratched me all up, and then she rested right there, and she's been there ever since. So anyway, so this could be a start of a relationship that others wouldn't approve of. Love relationships can suffer. One of you can feel a disconnect or something like that, or your partner could be changing in the relationship. Your compassion increases, and you may have an interest in helping the less fortunate. You're involved in charitable or philanthropy work in groups and organizations. On the 26th, your vitality can feel low. You can feel a bit lethargic this week. You're probably not as self-assured as you should be, and you may have doubts about the direction your life is going in. Being open and truthful in all that you do now is an antidote to the vulnerability that you may feel. Sometimes this could be inaccessibility, or hard to fathom. You tend to want to withdraw. Misunderstandings may arise, especially if you take too much for granted. Be aware of being misguided by those around you, as well as misleading yourself. If your intentions are pure and not muddled by expectations of desires, results encounter with others, real or imagined, dissolves all barriers between you, like transformation and change, and uncomfortable with them. However, if you resist the need of significant change, renovation, and evolution, you might live with a persistent vague feeling of guilt or impending doom. This lack of self-awareness can also lead to problems in your relationships, denying a part of yourself that won't make it disappear. In fact, it might cause the part to grow away from the light in an unruly way that can ultimately be disruptive. This is on the 27th, of popular energy time for you. All eyes are on you this week. You may experience excessive psychological confusion and or have a general weakness in your character. You may have serious health problems that may take your life if not immediately taken care of. You tend to sacrifice yourself and attract those who ask that of you, yet later resent being used. You must learn to say no in order to have some energy left for yourself. If you deplete your energies on others, soon you'll have no more to give. You need time to recharge. You're self-willed, rebellious, and apt to abrupt and rude. Until your self-will is control, you will have unexpected and sudden upsets. You can be erratic, eccentric, and must guard against hasty, impulsive, and other unwise actions. You may often destroy what you worked for by being irrational in your behavior caused by nervous tension, and this is more evident in male Virgos. You have a strong personal magnetism, but your friends are more like followers. You may have a tremendous pride and desire of freedom, so you often ignore advice. You may even take extreme measures to impose your religious or moral views on others, and you must learn to respect other people's opinions. Your ideas are original, but often impractical. Oh, what's the matter? You got coldsies? She's like, I shicky poos. A real or imagined injustice will make you terrible enemy, and you may be unprincipled if your self-will is too strong. You are accident prone, and your health will suffer if unable to release the nervous tension. On the 28th, you have power struggles with your adult children, or this could be your child trying to be independent and away from your controlling parenting. If you are a parent, you need to trust your child that they will do what's best for themselves. This is you. You can't lead a horse to water. You can't make the horse drink the water. Let them have their experience, and when they hit their bottom, they will come to you. Rapid fluctuations in income can happen. You may be getting sudden windfalls or unexpected source of money or unexpected expenditures. Depends what's going on with your natal chart. I feel also you have a powerful magnetic personality, creative ability, and inspiration. You're determined, humanitarian, intuitive, optimistic, original, practical, and warm, but not sentimental. You dislike all forms of conventionality, and your life is full of unexpected and unusual events. You dislike restraints and demand personal freedom. You seek excitement, often through frequent and sudden air of water or travel. Past positive karma manifests in unexpected beneficial events. You're capable of keen, accurate judgment, enabling you to take advantage of opportunities. For others, you don't recognize that. If you're involved in politics, you're usual liberal and a reformer. You are active leader in groups, especially if occult oriented. You're interested in progressive type of religions and often have flashes of spiritual inspiration. You feel you can be a real genius at times, achieving fame, popularity through causes that you espouse. You often have unusual adventures in foreign lands. Finances are not a problem, but a wrong attitude can make a pauper out of a millionaire. You can achieve any goal you set with development and success. And for some of you here, success is coming to you, especially those of you who are in your late 40s or 50s or 60s. On the 29th, this brings difficult emotional adjustments, confusion in social, romantic, and financial affairs. Be aware of deception in social or business deal. What are you doing, little girl? In social or business dealings now. Guard against self-deception, unrealistic attitudes in close relationships, and financial dealings. Unsuitable and unstable romantic involvements are possible. You're unwilling to submit to routine and responsibilities. Sudden rise of prominence are followed by sudden falls of grace. You have a strong will combined with a driven ambition to achieve prominence in your field through unique contributions. What you doing? Where are you trying to go? Are you waking up? I think she's waking up. So anyways, make sure to like, subscribe, and share. And this week I'm going to be putting up the monthly horoscopes. So stay tuned for that. Subscribe, turn on your notification bells so you know when my videos do come up, okay? And I'm available for readings this week. The first card I come up with is the 9 of Coins. Some of you, this could be thoughts of moving coming up here. Others of you, you're dealing with property matters or housing issues. For others of you, the focus could be on renovating the home. The Page of Swords, listen to your own advice. I do see worries coming up, but listen to your own advice or take your own advice this week with this energy. The 7 of Cups, there's lots of thoughts of future coming up with this energy here as well. The Five of Coins, have faith that everything is going to work itself out this week with this energy. The Two of Cups, I do see online dating happening for some of you here. I do see you creating like more of like a work-life balance at this time with this energy here, or you could be making room for love this week. The Two of Wands, I do feel like you can be sitting on your hands about certain situations, or you could be sitting on your hands about new people coming into your life at this time, and you can be talking to somebody, but for right now, you're kind of being very secretive about it, and it's just talking and nothing else. The Five of Swords, some of you, you're not getting along with other people in your life at this time with this energy, so you could be fighting with other family members or rehashing fights from last year because Pluto in retrograde and stuff like that. So you could still be fighting with certain family members with this energy here and still not getting along with them at this time. Even though you do try, you know, you're the one that does try to make things work between you and this other person, okay? The Three of Coins does talk of growth. I do see financial growth or spiritual growth happening for you. The Seven of Coins, this can be something heavy on your mind with this energy here. Oh. She's like knocking out. Oh, you poor thing. You so tired. Something heavy on your mind. So this could be more of a thought and an action. So you may not be taking any chances this week. Let me see. Hi, Michelle. The, oh, and you're not relying on your intuition this week as well. So you're not even trusting that bitch. That bitch is like, bye. For some of you here, there's definitely, you are definitely talking to somebody new in your life, but there's no connection. There's no spiritual connection. There's no nothing. Like you don't really feel, you're not feeling this person. So if you're not feeling this, I would stop intriguing it, okay? Stop leading people on, because all you're doing is giving this person hope when there is none. And you're kind of like, should I stay? Should I go? If you're not feeling it, then you're not feeling it. I feel like for some of you here that your outlook on life when it comes to relationships, you just want to be by yourself for now, and you want to be more independent, okay? So for some of you here, you could be wanting to break away from a love relationship here and kind of be focusing on yourself. For some of you, you could be making a point. Oh, Michelle said yes. Oh, confirmation. So some of you could be making a point to keep your ass busy at this time and like stay like outside of the house, you know, like stay away, you know, just so you can just be more to yourself or just have more independence to do what you want to do, you know, that kind of thing. So I do see that. So you need to work on trusting your intuition. Your intuition is highlighted at this time, but a lot of you are not trusting it at all during this time period, okay? So I do feel like you need to work on trusting yourself a little bit more with this energy and possibly paying attention to your dreams a little bit more and testing it out, okay? Because your intuition is on. I do see online dating happening. I do see you being unsure about a relationship. You really don't have a spiritual connection or a connectivity going on with this person here. So I would just work on letting it go. Release them, because all you're doing is wasting your time and their time. The Eight of Swords, you're healing from something from your past at this time that no longer affects you with this energy here, okay? So I do feel like for some of you, you're moving on from a situation and you're letting go of the swords with this energy. Ah, thank you, Michelle. You're letting go of the swords with this energy here, and you're just kind of like walking away from the situation. For others of you, and I feel like you're not wanting to go back to the situation as well. This is a time of new beginnings. You're coming up on a new phase in your life for some of you here with this energy with the Eight of Swords reversed. The Eight of Swords not reversed. Some of you are very sentimental and wanting to go back to something that was easy for you, or wanting to go back to a relationship. Some of you, this may not be you, but somebody in your life wants to come back to you and wants to go back to the relationship because it was easy for them, okay? So there's something about going back because it was an easier situation. Others of you are like, I'm going to keep it moving forward. Bye, bitch. Okay, and then the Three of Swords, yeah, you're not going back to the past. You're not trying to intrigue that bitch. You're not trying, you over it. Whatever grieving you were doing, you're done grieving at this time of this energy here. And this is a time where you're focusing on you, boo-boo. And you're about your good energy, and that's it, and helping yourself, okay? You're not about sorrow and unhappiness with this energy. You're over, you know, you could just got over a separation or a breakup here with this energy. And I feel like this is a time of just moving on from your situation. So I do see that coming up with this energy. The Queen of Swords, I feel like you're very logical and you're realistic when it comes to relationships right now with this energy. You can have like a head over heart things with this energy. I'm drained. Oh, poor thing. So I do feel like this can be a time period that you could also be a very talented person, but you could be in the wrong career field as well when it comes to your talents, okay? Like you could be useful somewhere else, not where you are at this time. Alrighty, so you can feel like, you know, if you had a degree for a specific something, you should be looking for a job, if you can find one, for that degree. Okay, because you can feel very much a disconnect with career at this time. There could be a lot of miscommunications and misunderstandings coming up in regards to relationships. I feel for some of you, you're not trying to get yourself into a relationship or trying to connect because of fear of getting hurt. So your walls can be up at this time with this energy. The Page of Coins, I do see for some of you here another source of income coming in. Some of you could be throwing your money back into like your small business at this time and updating yourself with the latest and greatest in technology. So I do see that coming up. The Ace of Swords, this is epiphanies and self-realizations that are going to be coming up for you as well. A time for destiny is going to be happening for you this week with this energy. You're going to see life in technicolor this week or in the next couple weeks. You're going to receive some much needed good news that's going to be coming to your way, and you're going to start to see life as bright. Everything is going to look bright to you. I feel like you're emotionally healthy at this time. Your health is, you're physically healthy at this time with this energy because you've been working on yourself. You've been putting the work in. So I do see that in the cards with this energy for some of you as well. Okay, I do feel like for some of you here, you could be dealing with social workers at this time, or you could be a social worker with this energy as well. So I do see that coming up for you, or you could be one. Alrighty, the Ten of Cups, your perspective and outlook on life is definitely changing this week with this energy. Alrighty, some of you, the focus is going to be on family during this time period as well, or your opinions are going to be changing about somebody in your life, and it's going to be a time where you're really going to heal and move on. I do feel like you can have difficulties sleeping or difficulties concentrating during this time period with this energy. The Queen of Wands, for some of you, this is a great time for word of mouth here with this energy. Other people could be very critical of you during this time, and you can be watching other people get their karma this week and get reprimanded during this time period as well. So I do see that happening. You can be dealing with a demanding person in your life. I do feel like there's could be some conflicts going on because of the difference of opinions going on at this time with this energy here. You may have to study extra hard at this time. Some of you could be researching for a book with this energy. The Moon card, I feel like self-realizations are going to come up. Truth could be revealed, or you start looking at things in a different light and start seeing things in a different light at this time with this energy. The Seven of Wands, I do feel like with this energy here that this can be a time that you're feeling restless for change with this energy, or you're not getting along with certain people in your life at this time. The Eight of Cups, you're over certain relationships in your life and you're ready to move on from them, which I feel by eclipse season, when the eclipse moon on the 21st moves into the sign of Virgo, is when that relationship may come to a conclusion, or you two just may not be on speaking terms anymore. Like you're going to be like, I wash my hands of you. You know, this can be dealing with fears and anxieties at this time with this energy. So you may have a difficult time leaving a situation. The Five of Wands deals with on-the-job training, restless energy here, Aries energy. So this is a time period where you're more analytical in your way of thinking. You're taking back your power at this time with this energy here as well. And you're just being bringing about your happiness. I feel also that you can be your own muse at this time with this energy here, and you can be very creative. You could be delving into your hobbies during this time as well with this energy, okay? I do see harassment and bullying going on for some of you, so this is not the easiest time for getting along with others. Others of you, I feel like this could be like art and teaching other people about art at this time, so I do see that coming up. You're very creative at this time with this energy here. Some of you, I do see an artistic and confident person that you can be. The Ace of Wands, taking creative risk at this time with this energy here, opening yourself up to new ideas with this energy. A great time for writers at this time, so you can be researching for a book. The Eight of Wands, I do see traveling coming up with this energy, or a long distance relationship happening for some of you here with this energy. Some of you could be traveling, or this could be a move happening to a different state or country. The Ten of Wands, taking on other people's responsibilities here, more invested in other people's crisis situations, so be careful with that, because it can be a while before you get out of that person's crisis situation or arrangement with another person, okay? And I do feel like you're dealing with a demanding person in your life. I do see somebody very controlling at this time, very high maintenance. Some of you, you can be before the year end, or by September, you could be in a long-term relationship, okay? You might be reluctant to open yourself up and be vulnerable at this time, because, you know, it's going to take time for you to heal from the previous relationship, but I feel like you're going to end up in a long-term relationship with this person. I do see money getting better. You're working hard and playing hard at this time with this energy here. I feel like you could be putting a lot of pressure on yourself to perform at work, or this is other people pushing you to your limit at this time with this energy. The Wheel of Fortune card is in reverse. Okay, so I feel like, you know, some of you are opting not to have fun at this time. You have opportunities to be out, but you're choosing to be in at this time. You're choosing to be a bit more of a recluse during this time period, and kind of keeping more to yourself. The Wheel of Fortune card is in reverse at this time. The Wheel of Fortune card is in reverse at this time. So I feel like, you know, some of you here, you could be trying to control your situation at this time, or when it comes to career, you could be moving sideways. For some of you, I feel like you need to be careful with this energy, because you're going backwards. And I already saw that in the cards for some of you here, where you are visiting the past because it was easier for you. Not all of you, but some of you, you're going backwards at this time rather than keeping it moving forward. This could be with career, this could be with like relationships. So I feel like for right now, maybe this year and into next year, you're taking a detour, okay? And Jupiter moves into the sign of Leo here, which is all about loyalty. So some of you, you're not moving forward, or you're not doing your purpose-driven journey at this time, and you're making a left, okay? I don't know why you're making a left, but you're going left. So it's up to you what you want to do, but you're going the wrong way at this time with this energy. So you're going to have to learn to do what is uncomfortable for you. Don't go backwards, and keep it moving forward. Don't go back to that old relationship. Keep it moving forward with this energy, okay? Show your love and support to your girl Marie. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. I'm going on to Libra. Kisses. Mwah.